Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Okay, I'm pulling up the video.
Regarding Andrew, I think he should be treated like everybody else. If this was like your next door neighbour and you found out that
Okay, here we go.
He'd been messing about and
here we go. Where's Sue? Here we go. Hi, Snowdrop.
Good morning, everybody, and a happy Friday morning to you. All right, you guys, we have a lot of royal family news, and then we are finishing up with the excerpts from Tom Bower's book, complete with pictures and video and what went on, okay? There's a lot in here. Oh, my God. Thank God it's coming to an end. But, yeah, and I have a message for you at the end for what's happening this weekend. So let's just jump in and get busy, shall we? Let's go. We are going to start out today with King Charles. He forked out £3.75 million for a house next to Queen Camilla's in Wiltshire. Now, newly published documents show that he spent the sum on the property next door to Camilla's home of 30 years. The king started a new company to purchase the old mill with land registry files stating that it was bought on March 2025 by a company known as Frisa Nominees Limited. That was set up in February 2025 with Buckingham Palace noticed as its correspondence address, and 2 royal employees are detailed as directors of the company. Now, Camilla bought that house after her divorce from Andrew Parker Bowles 30 years ago, and land registry documents appear to indicate that the property had newly registered owners of her son-in-law, Harry, and financier Jake Irwin. So that represents Camilla's daughter and her son, Tom Parker Bowles. So they're trustees. They hold the legal title for the land registry purposes, but they are not the beneficiary owners. The person who actually owns and controls it and benefits from it is Queen Camilla. Let's move on now to the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward. He paid tribute to the efforts of staff at Bristol Zoo Project ahead of the public opening of the site's new African forest habitat next month. His visit formed part of a program of events designed to reintroduce the zoo's troop of Western lowland gorillas to visitors ahead of the Easter holidays. The troop remained at Bristol Zoo Gardens in Clifton after the site's closure in 2022. They're being cared for by keepers until the new habitat was complete. Now, small groups of guests are being gradually welcomed to the area, starting with just 10 visitors at a time, and it will increase to 2,000 members over the course of a month. Edward has been the patron of the British Zoological Society since 2013, and he was there to meet volunteers, conservationists, and keepers, as well as spotting animals, including giraffes and crocodiles. He gave a speech. He also helped make some gorilla food. We're going to move on to Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales. She was gorgeous in emerald green. She was named the Colonel of the Irish Guards in 2022, and she visited the regiment for their St. Patrick's Day parade at their barracks at Aldershot. She took part in the annual parade wearing this absolutely gorgeous coat with the belt. She belted it. She had the Irish Guards cap star pinned to her jacket, given to the late Queen Elizabeth by the regiment in the 1960s. Now, after that, Catherine received the royal salute from the regiment on the parade ground. And after that, Catherine joined Irish Guards and their families in the officers' and sergeants' mess. And at the end of the parade, Ella 7 and 5-year-old Evie, the 2 daughters of the regimental quartermaster sergeant, gave her a bouquet of posies. She also presented the traditional sprig shamrock to officers and guardsmen, and also their regimental mascot, an Irish wolfhound called Turlough Moor, affectionately known as Seamus. Now, speaking during the parade, the dog's handler said the Irish wolfhound is a unique mascot because they're bred for defending cattle in Northern Ireland, and Seamus does many ceremonial duties, such as what went on here. He took part in the ceremonial activities with the Irish Guards at the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee for her funeral, and then at King Charles's coronation.
Hold on a second, guys. Hi, sister. Hello? Hey.
Hey, I was just letting you know, I think Little Bit Basket should be there by today, if not yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, they just delivered it today, just about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, they said Saturday you should have it, so I forgot to tell you that.
Okay, yep.
But open it up, make sure that it's in good order, because I don't want no mess out of that.
I know, right? It looks like a smaller box.
Yeah, I told them to make sure that it's tight in there, because I don't want a lot of movement.
Okay, okay.
But you got a pretty big basket, but they must have,
Yeah.
But just take a look at it when she go to sleep or whatever, and just let me know how it is.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much for sending it.
No problem.
Love you.
Love you, my sister.
Love you too.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye, lovely. No, that was my sister Denise from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And she sent Kara her basket, her Easter basket. You know, I get her an Easter basket. I get her a Christmas basket. I get her all these different baskets. When is Easter? I think it's next week. Let me see if I can show you the basket. Basket, basket, basket. All right, here it is. How do I show you guys? Share. Share, share, share. Okay. I posted it on my Facebook. You guys have my Facebook page? Hold on one sec. Hang in there, guys. We'll get back to Sue in just a sec. This is her Easter basket. It's not cheap either. All right. Let me show you. Facebook. Here we go. This is my Facebook page. And this is Little Bit's basket that she is going to open up and see. I told her I wanted purple, a dark purple. I wish the wrapping paper was purple, but that's okay. Maybe she couldn't find purple, but she's got a purple bow. So she's got all these cookies, books, candy. This basket was $220. $220. Oh, that's when she was at Mama's house. I'll let you guys take a quick peek. Okay. What else? Hold on one sec. Just one little thing left. Oh, how does that get up there? Yeah, he does look funny. Hold on, guys. Anyway, moving on. There's my family. There's my girl. There's my little. All right, back to the show.
Catherine also met with junior cadets from Northern Ireland, as well as participating in the official officers and sergeants' pictures. Now, following her appointment, don't forget that Catherine attended the event solo for the first time last year. And while William still held an official role as colonel of the Irish Guards, he wore the unit.
Yeah, I think it was cookies, highly sensitive. I think there was like cookies and candy. Cutie patootie. Yeah, she is a cutie patootie. That was Mama's house. She was at Mama's house when she was on the couch asleep. Yeah.
His signature scarlet tunic uniform at his royal wedding. So while Kate was at the parade, then we know where William is, or we were about to cover where William was. Now, of course, Catherine herself got a shamrock, which we know represents Ireland. She also awarded soldiers with long service and good conduct medals before meeting.
Look how kids are so easy around her. You see that? Look how they're just like they're not tensed up. They're not scared. They're not walking off. They're not looking for their parents. And you notice that with Meghan. Look how comfortable these two girls are, and they just feel like Catherine is someone that they know. She's relatable. Meghan can't relate to a lot of things. She can't relate to me and you guys, okay? She can't relate to none of you in this chat. You would have to carry the conversation. You would have to engage. You would have to be that person, because Meghan is not an engager. She sits there. She's a fake-a-do. She makes up stories. She makes up lies. And then she turns it off. She'll turn it off. She'll treat you nice for the cameras and turn it off the minute the camera leaves. Oh, wow. Snowdrop. Children they do. They recoil. They jump back. They don't want to be close to her. They don't want to have nothing to do with Meghan. Children and dogs. Children and dogs. And when because I love kids. I love going up to, especially babies, playing with them, holding them. Just, I love me a baby. And they don't shy away from me like they do Meghan. They don't run and be like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Because they know, kids know. Kids are fully aware when a fake-a-do is in their faces. And look how easy these two little girls are in front of Catherine.
The junior cadets from Northern Ireland. And she looked at them and went, well done, all of you. It's a hard run.
They're so attentive. There's just, oh, look at this. Look at her giving her some flowers. And look at this genuine smile on Catherine's face. Like, genuine.
Really well done. Also told the wives of the Irish guards that they need a mums club to help with childcare because, it's hard to juggle all the children and all the responsibilities. So, and this all went on while she was at the barracks talking to the families. Now, while she was there was one little girl who just could not stop. And, watch Catherine during this interaction because, this is exactly what went on when Charlotte was little. Catherine met Lance Sergeant Mills, who led the drums and pipes during the parade, and his 3-year-old daughter, Vienna, appeared to be rather taken with Catherine. And while she was holding the youngster's arms and leaning back, the little girl started squealing with excitement. And Catherine crouched down and said, "Are you afraid of doing a roly-poly?" And the girl squealed, ran away, and came back with the 3-year-old Mila, daughter of Sergeant English. And Catherine was like, "Love your green dress." Now, a lot of people...
Oh, look at that. That is just... That stole... Wake up, everybody. That stole my heart, Snowdrop. Oh, she was Snowdrop. I used to love going to the baby ward in the hospital. Whenever I was in a hospital for any reason, I'd be like, "Where's the baby ward? I want to go see the newborns." It's amazing. Hello, Kamori. Good to see you. Good to see you. What a beautiful, beautiful hairstyle Catherine had too, with the braid. It was so gorgeous.
We're also talking about her hair, the way it was braided in this updo. It looked like a nod to Irish heritage and Celtic folklore because it looked like a, what do they call those? A Celtic knot. It looked like, one of those Celtic Trinity knots. I think it was gorgeous. A big thank you to Remoulade Sauce, as usual, for showing us everything Catherine was wearing, including the pin that used to belong to Queen Elizabeth. As a big thank you to Carol as well for her...
Oh, look, she wore one of Queen Elizabeth's pins. Something Meghan will never be able to do is wear the jewelry. You don't even get to wear none of the crowns and the robes and the pageantries. None of that. All that's gone for you. Children are fake-a-do detectors. And see, like, I don't believe my daughter would take to Meghan. I don't see my daughter taking to her. I think that my daughter would ignore her. Yep. She would. I know when my daughter likes to engage and show people her toys, when she meets someone new, she's like, "Look at my toys," to be their friend. And, yeah, Meghan's a fake-a-do. And kids are fake-a-do detectors. Fake-a-do detectors. Meanwhile, Meghan can't even get her alleged children to interact with her. No, it's weird. It's a weird interaction. Even when they are interacting, it's weird. It's a disconnect. Because the kids don't know what to do, and because they don't know if they need to hug her, hide their face, duck down, turn. She's orchestrating their every move. Celtic. We need to talk. I got info on Meghan and Harry. Don't want to say too much on here. Let's say I talked to Dan Wooden. You did? You don't want to say it on here, Kamari? You don't want to come up and tell us? She's all grace. She's... She appreciates the history. She did. She really went all out. Celtic. Okay. Sorry about that. Yep. You got our attention, girlfriend. Okay, that's fine. Kamori. You got my WhatsApp. Are you on WhatsApp? And you have my email address, but WhatsApp is the easiest way to get in contact with me. But to get my phone number, you got to email me or come up and I'll put it in the back chat. It's up to you. It's so many different ways to do this. I can give you my phone number in the back chat and we can chat on WhatsApp. Oh, I see, Snowdrop. Oh, thank you. I didn't know if I did or not, because I'm not very good with words and names.
Version of what Catherine was wearing. All right. Let's continue. So while this was going on, the Prince of Wales joined Greg James. He does comic relief for BBC, radio. He's a DJ, and he was doing comic relief fundraising efforts, making a surprise appearance on his tandem bike as he cycles across the UK. So William joined the broadcaster. They pedaled through the South Yorkshire countryside while this guy is undertaking an 8-day, 1,000-kilometer challenge from, a long, long distance. So this was the 5th day of the journey. And William was commenting, what you've done is set an example about helping out. That's the thing. It's volunteering some of your time, putting yourself through a bit of pain at the same time, and supporting others. And it's something we do very well in this country, but we really don't shout about it enough. Oh my God. These two were having so much fun, and there were parts of it. You can tell this guy's a comedian. Absolutely.
Are you having a nice time so far?
I'm having a great time.
Okay. Do you feel safe?
I do. Okay. So you're in control.
I'm in control.
The guy was joking. He told William on the ride, as you just heard, I didn't kill the future king, William. Thank you so much. That was a...
I bet he was scared. Hi, Michelle. Yes, I've been on. I was on earlier, then I came back on. We're just really getting into it with this situation, but we are going to the movies today. What time do our movies start? Let me see. There's a movie starting, and I need to find out which one we're going to. I'd rather go to the late one. We're supposed to go to the one at 5. Let's see if there's one after that. Cinemark Theater near me. Cinemark Theater near me. Here we go. Hoppers. There's one at 7:55. Let me go talk to my husband. Babe, let's go to the 7:55 one. Okay, I got us going at 7:55 tonight. That's not too bad. Hopper. We're going to go see Hopper. So Michelle was in the garden. Hopper. It's called Hopper. It's a cartoon. I think it's a yeah, it's called Hoppers. And I guess they're beavers. Yeah, they're little beavers. It's going to be a beaver movie.
A real treat. Did you feel safe? Did you feel secure? I was worried there were a few potholes you hadn't seen, but a part of that, we were okay.
A movie of you and a snack
Hi,
of
guys.
you.
It's Prince William. They don't believe it. They don't believe it.
Does it look alike?
They don't believe it.
Why would they believe that?
Exactly. They just think you lost it.
That's Prince William there, look.
He's hallucinating.
Now, this DJ, his father was in the hospital recovering from a stroke, but he called his mom and he goes, Mom, Prince William turned up and he came on the tandem with me. And the mother replies, SHIT, I haven't been watching. Before Greg said the moment had yet to have been shared online. And she goes, well, I'm on my way to visit your dad in the hospital. And he goes, well, tell him Prince William was.
Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Electrojed, hello. Nice to see you here. Don't you got a page? Don't you have a channel? Guys, Electrojed is visiting me. Isn't that cool? And I believe he has his own channel. And thank you for visiting me. Last movie I saw at cinema was Top Gun 2. It was awesome. The recent Top Gun, the one that they just made, yeah, that wasn't too long ago. That was years ago, not that long ago. I've been great, Electrojed. How are you been? Thanks for coming to visit me. Mamma Mia 2. See, you guys have seen the sequels of this movie, so it hasn't been that long ago. Oh, that sounds like fun. Snowdrop. Electrojed, I know. But who do you hang out with, Electrojed? I've heard about you. I've heard your name. We've spoken before. It's good to see you. I believe you have your own channel. Feel free to put it in the link, your link in my comment section. It feels like forever. It has always been a pleasure to come and visit. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that, Electrojed. And I like your name. It's unique. I remember decades ago going to see The Exorcism. Ooh, now that's a scary one. Which one? The first one? I wasn't old enough, but my sister snuck me in. Oh, girl. I bet you didn't like your sister after that. I almost had a nervous breakdown for months afterward. To me, that was the scariest movie in my childhood, was Exorcism. That was the scariest movie ever of all times. Eyes Wide Shut. I didn't understand that movie. It was weird. Just people running around naked and then sacrificing themselves. It was a weird do. My husband likes that movie though. He's like, let's watch it. And I can't figure it out. I wasn't impressed either, Snowdrop. Okay. Here's the link. I'm going to drop the link just in case someone wants to come up and sound off or hang out or say something. Electric Jed says, I usually do movie reviews. Oh. Prepare videos, unboxings. Oh, talk on my live stream. Lately, it has been about stupid YouTube drama. Uh-oh. I know about the YouTube drama. I just know because I have my own YouTube drama. But with Maggot. But yeah, I have to ignore it. I'm learning to move in silence. And then those people that talk about me, Jed, Electric Jed, they eventually, well, Maggot hasn't went away. She's obsessed with me. She's like a stalker. That's what I consider her, as one of my stalkers. But if you have a stalker, it's harder. Hello, I have Electro Jed. Hello, welcome.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I haven't been here in a minute, but every time I come in, you've always been very pleasant to talk to and watch your streams. It's been cool. But yeah, we have a similar nemesis. That Maggot, yeah.
Oh yeah, she was
a very similar nemesis.
Making up a narrative about you.
Yes.
That's
yes,
what I called it.
I'm gonna stop responding to it.
Yeah, she's an idiot. She just wants content, and she created content out of you after you were opening yourself up to her and, thinking that you could trust her. But you can't. She's not to be trustworthy. She's not trustworthy. She makes up stuff. And for her to have that rumor going on, it's despicable. She's despicable.
Yeah.
To make up a narrative about you. And
it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. And let me not make this sound. It's hard to combat that, especially when you're a man and a woman is accusing you of certain things, because it just looks bad no matter what. Now, it doesn't matter if a man says that about a woman or a woman says that about a man, it's still bad. No matter how you cut it up, no matter what, it's just bad to do. And I find that for content, certain types of content creators like her, it's just easier to go for the low-hanging fruit instead of doing any type of investigating. And it's sad, but I've moved on and I'm no longer going to give her or those people any more attention. I think I gave them enough attention.
Yes. You have to get to a point. It's hard not to listen because I am guilty of going over there, listening to her, talk about me, say my name, bring me up. Lady Letitia this, Lady Letitia that. So I know it's not easy staying away from the enemy because you kind of want to know what the enemy is saying about you. I do. But it's not true. And she's full of lies. And I know she's a liar. So I know what she said about you was full of lies. So I automatically knew when she was trying to stir up the pot that she was lying on you. I said, look at her trying to create content from this gentleman's story so she can have something else to talk about on her page, because she's dried out. She has nothing. Anytime I'm your content, that lets me know that you have nothing.
Exactly. And sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. I didn't mean to talk over you. But I am going to say this. It's always, never mind about her and that. Let's just get into, I'm enjoying the conversation, or I'm enjoying what you're talking about now. And let's focus on that, because I don't want to give those trolls and that troll account any kind of, any kind of press. Even bad press for her is good press. So I just came up here to say it's been a pleasure. It's always nice to come in here and listen to you talk. And I think this is the first time I come up and actually chat with you. Thank you for letting me come up and chat with you. But I wanted to let you know that it's always a pleasure to come here.
Well, I definitely wanted you to know that you do have friends out there. People are not listening to her. She's a bottom basement bitch. And I know that you don't want to bring her up and talk about her anymore, because I don't. And so I've been moving in silence. But the truth is the truth. She is that person. There's something seriously wrong with her. She is not well. She is not well.
No, she's not. and listen, every YouTuber that creates content and gets on camera, all of us, you, me, everyone included, we are all seeking some sort of attention, whether it be for a cause, whether it be just to get out there and talk. We're all seeking some sort of attention, but then you have those that feel like the only way they can seek attention is by downgrading others,
right,
and falsifying others' lives.
It's like having content by all means necessary, and I don't care who I hurt or who I affect in doing this, just long as I have something to say and people will come watch me.
Exactly.
And it makes me question her essay stories. It's starting to make me question her own essay stories because of her interpretation of essay.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was hanging out with Quiet Storm like they were best friends, and what he did to his daughter was unforgivable. And she had him on her channel talking to him and befriending him and telling her chat to be nice to this real essayer that is registered as a essay offender. Mm-hmm.
And that right there, what you just said, at least there's some sort of documentation.
Yeah.
There's some sort of documentation. There is a history there. Now don't get me wrong. With me, I'm one of those type of people that if you do the crime and you did the time, I'm one of those type of people that I'll give you a chance as long as you don't mess up. And there's other people that don't feel the same way I do, that they should just rot in hell. That's fine.
It just depends on the crime to me.
Say again?
It depends on the crime. If the crime is, self-inflicted, then it is what it is. But if you self-inflict harm on someone else, I got a problem with that.
Yes. So do I. So do I. I had to let go of a friend that I had for 25 years when I found out they did something they shouldn't have done, and I cut that loose. And there was documentation on it and everything like that, so I cut them loose. But with me, there's certain types of situations that come up that if you know how everything is not exactly black and white. There's always shades of gray.
Yes.
There's always shades of gray. So I try to take that into consideration. But not everybody does. And that's okay. That is fine. There's nothing wrong with trying to think things are black and white. But if you get a whole story and you see that like how many times have you heard of people being incarcerated that were totally innocent? And it took years for them to come out and to find out that they are innocent. But up until that point, everybody downgraded them, everybody belittled them, everybody thought that they were the most evil thing, and then come to find out they did time over a lie.
That to me is egregious. It's horrible.
It is. And this is why I might give a person a chance depending on the story they tell me and the situation. Like, there's no reason for young people to get hurt. Period. No excuse for it. All right.
Right.
But if you come into a situation where it's one person's word against another, and the one person that is accusatory of another decides to bring it to the internet instead of bringing it to the police, I have issue with that. I have issue with that because why bring it to the internet? You want to get public opinion on your side instead of getting the police on your side. That I have an issue with. That I have because you can ruin a person's life that way.
Yes, you can. Very much so. Accusations.
But
it's making accusations that are not true. Yeah, it's
But
I remember I was threatened. We're gonna call CPS on you. And it threw me. It scared me and threw me. And it did make me call the police and say, I just been threatened, and got it all on record and all that other stuff. But, to threaten me and to say that and to do that was very disturbing.
It's not just disturbing, it's deplorable because, people think it's funny. Like, you got those people that will think that's funny and they don't think nothing of it. But people have, when people get swatted, there's a definite possibility that someone can get hurt when someone gets swatted. Yeah.
Exactly.
I know a person personally, right, that they got swatted and they almost got unalived by the police, and they did nothing wrong.
Exactly. Just like when Maggot called the police on Polly and had the police go over there and do that welfare check on her, to me was just unforgivable, unexcusable. And she should be accountable for her behavior. Like making false accusations to the police.
Yes. There needs to be some sort of accountability for that type of action.
Kind of accountability for that behavior. Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. I got a genuine question to ask you. At what point do you feel, and this is nothing against any of the chatters here, but I know that you've been in pages where some chatters feel that feed into it, just because they want to be entertained. At what point do you hold the chatters to be culpable for what they say in the chat and what they decide to spread around. At what point do you feel they're culpable for their actions? That's a question to you.
Two things. Like, say for instance, my adversary, Maggot. I'm not expecting anybody in her chat to say anything nice about me or anything productive or cordial. So 9 times out of 10, I really don't read what they have to say. I don't, because I know it's going to be something that is going to be negative. Especially if they say something about my child, I really get pissed. So I don't really read that. And so, but if you are in my chat, okay, and you are in her chat and you're talking about me in her chat, then I don't want you over in my chat. Does that make sense?
No, it makes total sense. But it doesn't stop them unless you got really good mods, and they'll silence them right away, which is a good thing. But it's like, how do you hold these people that spread this stuff just because they want to be entertained? How do you hold them accountable for their actions? Because you and I, as content creators, we're responsible for the content we put out. Right? Our channels are a reflection of us.
Yeah, it's our brand. Yes. So when you have someone defaming you like Maggot, then her minions is going to go around and spread that. They're going to go around and spread whatever she said, da 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 da. But just say if I was in your shoes and I had people coming over to my chat saying that stuff to me, blaming that stuff on me, I would immediately block them, because they're trying to hurt me and trying to do something to me that makes me not feel good about myself. So I immediately block them. Like, that's why when my chat, everybody is we're like a family over here. So if someone comes over here that is rude or calls me out of my name or say something disrespectful, immediately I block them. But I am not the type of person that if you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. Just as long as you're not calling me names. There's levels of it, because I'm very lenient. I'll let you come in here and say, no, Lady Letitia, that is not how it went. It went like this. I have proof. I don't care about that. Like, you can do that all day long. But when you come in here and start calling me out of my name or saying something, lying on me, or something to, that hits me, I don't put up with it. And neither should you.
Exactly. And here's the problem. Like,
see, you have the capability of, and especially if they're in your chat, like, say for instance, they come in your chat and start disrupting your chat and starts arguing with your regular people, it's really time for them to go.
Most definitely, and I agree.
And I don't spend time on, unless I know them. Say let me just give you an example. Karen, for instance. I know a girl named Karen. Me and Karen is pretty close. Right. She's a subscriber. She's not a content creator. But she watches me and Maggie. Now, if she went over there talking about me to Maggie and spreading rumors, I would cut her out of my circle, and then we're done. And that's it. There's nothing else to discuss.
No, and that isn't, because I don't hold it against anybody. I feel anyone could go anywhere they want. you know, and I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I let people come up onto my panels that disagree with me or don't even like me. I let them come up on my panel and talk with me about it. As long as they're respectful and they have an honest subject to bring up that they disagree with me on, we can have that debate. We can have that conversation. And I've done that plenty of times.
And like, you're my guest, so I wouldn't let anyone disrespect you and be rude to you in my chat. Like, I would
Well, I appreciate that.
I would tell them to stop, and if they didn't, then I would time them out and just go through. That's how I do it. I did long time ago. I told my mods, I said, let's don't kick anyone out unless we have to.
Right.
Yeah. But is there a friend of yours that is going around talking about you?
No, the friends of mine don't go around talking about me. They the people that like, put it this way, the people that I have as mods in my room, I genuinely, well, I don't know what they do all the time, but for the most part, whenever I see them, they don't talk about me, at least not in a negative light. And that's okay. And I like that. But if I see them, talking mad stuff about me, and then they're gonna come over in my chat and be all friendly, I have issue with that, and I'll take their mods away, and I restrict them for what they can say.
Yes, exactly. Because you don't want someone over there talking about you and then they coming in your chat, then chit-chatting with you like everything is okay. That's just odd. So yeah, you don't.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's what's the word I'm looking for? That is duplicitous, to say the least. That is very duplicitous.
Yes. So
yeah, like right here.
It works. It's been working for me.
The Louvre butt got it there. Don't get me wrong. I love a good roast. You know how many times I've been roasted, even on my channel, and if it's funny, I'll even laugh, because all content creators have to be able to laugh at themselves, right? I don't mind getting roasted. Just don't be hateful, and don't be lying. Don't lie on it. Like, I know I'm heavy, right? I know I'm heavy, and I know I'm missing teeth, and people make comments on that. And if it's funny, I'll laugh. I will laugh.
Right.
But if it's not and it's hateful, I'll have something to say.
Yeah, it's really cool when you can laugh at yourself. It really is. Now,
hey, Paulie, how you doing?
Hi, Paulie. Now, I don't know if you know, but me and Lacey got into it. You and Lacey don't get along, do you?
Oh, no. Lacey's the one that started the whole mess with me and started to lie about me. And her and I used to be real close. We used to be real close until I disagreed with her on something. And then she started backstabbing and making up all kinds of stories. Yeah. That's just the type of person she is.
Yeah, she reminds me of Maggot a lot. She reminds me of her a lot. Like,
I got a good description. You ever watch The Sopranos?
No.
All right. There's a character in The Sopranos. It's Tony's mom. Okay. Tony's mom, even though she's old in the show, her attitude and the way she talks and the way she tries to manipulate stuff, Lacey is just like Tony's mom. If you guys know The Sopranos and you know Tony's mom, that's what Lacey is.
Always manipulating the situation, no matter what situation is. She just looks like she's a shit starter.
But Paulie gets it.
Like, she starts stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you've seen it, Paulie. Paulie knows what you're talking about. Hello, Tel.
Yep, I'm reading Polly's. I'm reading Polly's comments. She's getting it exactly. I love it when I get the right analogy, and that's the right analogy. But listen, I came up here just to tell you I have fun listening to you. I don't want to take up all your time because you were talking on other stuff, and I don't want to make this about drama. You know?
No, you're
I
always welcome. And I love visitors. I don't get very many. So thanks for coming.
thank you for having me, and I'll make sure to make it a point to come by more often. And thank you again. Much love and respect to you and your chat.
Okay, bye, Electro Jed.
Bye.
I've heard of it too, and I think I've seen like bits and pieces of it. Yeah. Yeah. It's the Sopranos. They're like a gangster's family. I gotta go get my nails done on Tuesday. And I don't know what I'm gonna get because I love this. And I don't think she can do this. So I don't know. What does that mean to love too? I think Jet may have left. Yeah, that was nice. I enjoyed him. He said he's going to come back and hang out with us. And we're not going to talk about the drama. You know, Maggot went after him too, Demon Dictator. Oh, there he is. There's Jed. Yeah, she went after him too.
On the back, and I didn't fall off, and I haven't killed the future king. Tell him that from me. And she goes, oh, I will, you amazing boy. Next up, King Charles had some meetings. He met the High Commissioner for Canada, William Blair, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Brereton Horn from Australia, Jay Weatherhill, and this all took place at St. James Palace. He also, by the way, met Ukrainian President Zelensky at Buckingham Palace. And next up, we have Princess Anne, the Princess Royal. On March 17th, she officially opened the Clore Learning Center at Kensington Palace. This is a new modern center, accessible, and it has inclusive education. It's a facility designed for school visits, community groups, and families to foster a love of heritage through hands-on learning. Princess Anne toured the new facility, met with children from Arc Bruno Primary Academy, as well as staff and supporters from historic royal palaces. The center was funded by the Clore Duffield Foundation and is part of a larger initiative to make Kensington Palace more accessible to the community. Moving on March 17th, back to King Charles, he visited the Garrison Chapel in London to view the new wood building a bio-based future exhibition. He was joined by the president of Finland, Alexander Stubb. And what the king did was he explored sustainable wood-based alternatives for daily items. It highlighted eco-friendly, innovative materials. And this exhibition is a joint initiative with the King's Foundation. They have a lot of advancements in textiles, packaging, bio-based products made from sustainable forestry. It highlighted the circular bioeconomy. And this event, again, was partnered with the King's Foundation, the Circular Bioeconomy Alliance, and the Finnish Forest Association.
Look at the king being the king. This is what I'm talking about. This is him being the king, taking care of business, taking care of his country, making sure everybody's okay, meeting with the people. He's doing exactly what his mom did. And that was serve the people. He's not studying his brother. He is not his brother's keeper. He's not Andrew's keeper. Well, wooden spoon. Prepping is just being prepared for in case stuff happens, like, oh, blackouts, hurricanes, and such. My next video will be on the bug out bag. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Are you gonna go live to do it? Or are you gonna do it like upload a video? I would love to come watch it. Put your link in the chat, Jed. I'm gonna call you Jed. Electro Jed, put your link in the chat. Yeah, Donald Trump is always on the golf course. Oh, Polly. She's Val. Lauren, hello. It's so nice to meet you. So, Lauren, you were a mod for Denot, and she called you a Val person. She was just jealous. She's just jealous. Hey, Polly. Oh, I know something that'll piss off our friend. I have something to ask you. Kamari, let's see, how is Kamari gonna get? Kamari, I sent my email. I know you said you needed to talk to me. So, hi, Debbie. So I'm looking. YouTube, Gmail. Kamari, I don't see any emails from you. Who sent me an email? Polly. Okay, I'm putting a star by it. You sent me 3. Okay. Right. You're so right, Polly. I just got the one engaging in the chat. You're absolutely right. Lauren, let me know if you want to come up and tell your story about what happened. Okay? You're in a safe space here, that's for sure. But I had to do a video on Lady T because she ain't on the up and up. She ain't on the. I would say that King Charles is doing an excellent job at doing his job. Look at him. Gets up in the morning, puts on his suit, and go out there and serve the people. He's serving the people. Thank you for that, Polly. If I do it again, just remind me. Hi, Pickles. Oh, that's going to be awesome, Electro Jed. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at some of your other videos because I don't have a generator, and maybe that's something I need to get. I bet Lauren, she's a cuckoo bird. All of them are cuckoo. That's what I heard too, Dale.
Association. All right, it's being reported that Eugenie and Beatrice are both having issues at home with their husbands amid all the scandals going on because the husbands feel like they have been dragged into something that's way over their head. Now, the princesses are obviously devastated by what's been happening. And while Jack and Edo, they're being reported, are doing their best to be supportive, the strain is affecting their home life. The view of the parents has been irreparably shattered, and they're facing social.
Oh, snap-a-doo. They're not doing too good as a family.
Edo, they're being reported, are doing their best to be issues at home with their husbands amid all the scandals going on.
Eugenie reported facing marital issues as her husband feels dragged into her drama with Andrew while her sister can't stop crying. What? We're having marital issues. Yeah, she shouldn't be on this app, Jed. She shouldn't be up here. The things that she does and says, I think that there should be a petition to kick her smooth off. I honestly do. Yeah, I got all three of them. I read the first one, the one from yesterday. You were right. You're absolutely right about it. Stay out of there. Okay? Stay the hell out of there. God, I can't believe I need people to tell me that, but I do. See, that's what I'm saying. My sister has a generator, but we don't have a generator. And I'm thinking to my husband, we need to get a generator. Okay, is Tom got a new show out? Yeah, Trump's a poopa doopa. Yeah, that was that stupid stuff. That's that stupid stuff. King Charles had lost it. Yes, and stay the hell from over there. Jesus. I know. Hello, Jean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But sometimes I need told. People need to tell me. Move in silence. Shut the hell up. Me too. I need to prepare. I need to prepare a bag. Look at what's going on with Fergie and the kids and the whole family. Eugene's marriage is falling apart. Beatrice can't stop crying and trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Andrew.
on because the husbands feel like they have been dragged into something that's way over their head. Now, the princesses are obviously devastated by what's been happening. And while Jack and Edo, they're being reported, are doing their best to be supportive, the strain is affecting their home life. The view of the parents has been irreparably shattered and they're facing social ruin. And now Jack and Edo have been dragged into the drama and they're facing questions about Andrew. It's absolutely mortifying. And talking about Andrew, they're saying that William has made a firm decision that Andrew cannot be around Catherine or the kids ever again. The door is closed. So if there's an event where Catherine and his children will be there, Andrew will not be there. And that includes, unfortunately, when the time comes for King Charles's funeral, Andrew is not going to be there. He doesn't want that shadow anywhere near Catherine or his children. They come first. All right, moving on. We've all heard about Jackie O and Gemma O'Neill.
So are you trying to tell me the brother of the king can't go to the funeral? Is that word on the curb? Oh, I ain't got none of that. Snowdrop in reserve. Okay, guys. What do you think is going to happen to Fergie and Eugenie and Beatrice? Do y'all care? Hi, Luna's Blade. Good to see you. You got hot all of a sudden? Is it a hot flash? Okay, go lay down, get a fan. Cool yourself off, girlfriend. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. What Jackie O. Henderson
with this podcast with Meghan, but Jackie O is apparently accusing her former employer, ARN, of wrongful termination and misleading investors because her $200 million radio deal with her co-host Kyle Sandilands has collapsed. She is threatening the company with legal action for wrongful termination. So apparently something happened online and she was in tears, and they're saying that she cannot work with Mr. Kyle Sandiland. That's what she told executives after he made some harsh on-air comments. And so she's been terminated. Now, in the same statement, ARN said it had offered her the possibility of an alternative show, but she claimed through her manager, Gemma O'Neill, that she didn't quit, she didn't resign, she was not offered another show, and she's looking to possibly sue. Now, she's claiming they're just trying to get out of a really big, expensive contract. But what Jackie Henderson did in 2022 was she decided to replace her veteran manager with Gemma O'Neill, prioritizing personal loyalty over professional objectivity. And they're saying that that contributed to the collapse of her radio partnership. What's being said is that the bestie management style didn't mitigate escalating conflict, which led to the contract terminations. It's also being reported, however, that they were having trouble getting advertisers bringing people in, and an advertising director alleged that the show was struggling to attack people thanks to the activist group Mad Effing Witches, who are well known for campaigning against Sandilands. And so what's being reported is they have clients who said they're against a particular character on the show, or we have clients who appear and then the activist group gets involved, and we have to move to spots to other areas in the station. So there were already issues. And now, before we get into more and the last bit of what Tom Bauer pre-released, you should know they're saying that Harry is really fuming. He's willing to let a lot of stuff slide, and he doesn't like to give oxygen to his critics. But the notion that he's Meghan's personal poodle has really shaken Harry and stirred up old wounds that really sting. They're saying that there's not a shred of doubt in Harry's mind that Camilla is the main troublemaker, that she made life difficult for him and Meghan when they were still in England and still bashes them to this day. This book is clear of evidence of that in his view. Really? He's not even talking about what he wrote about Camilla in The Spare, but Harry wants to know who else is joining in and spreading all these rumors. He's on the warpath and is asking everybody who contributed to this book. All right, it's time now to dive back into Tom Bauer's excerpts. Here we go. Next up, Meghan was with Harry in New York to receive the Humanitarian of the Year award from the insignificant Project Healthy Minds group, who were delighted by the publicity that Meghan bestowed. Meghan later appeared on stage at the Fortune magazine's Most Powerful Women event in Washington. And in between these two events, she posted a video clip of herself with 4-year-old Lily on International Day of the Girl. And her caption was the hopes that her daughter would become an activist. But then some cracks started to appear because when they were together, Meghan and Harry looked tired. In New York, they seemed to be arguing after Meghan pushed Harry's hand away, and there was good reason for the tension.
Oh.
In her latest bid to reposition herself from a fashion plate into a powerful commercial and mature influencer of consequence, Meghan approached Harper's Bazaar, her trusted promoter, to signal the transition to her new status, or as she would call her make or break bid for commercial success during 2 lengthy interviews, her own next chapter. Now, Harper's agreed to feature Meghan on a front cover of its valuable Christmas issue with the caption, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex meets her moment, taking a risk. Meghan had agreed to pose for a series of photographs showing a mature woman, seemingly without makeup, or in the industry jargon, the no makeup makeup. The resulting cover picture did not flatter the 44-year-old. Neither did the other photographs of her modeling clothes and jewelry, nor did the interview. After years of uproar, Meghan's protest to Harper's Caitlin Greenridge that because of Megxit, she had lost her agency and her humanity, it was guaranteed to rile the victims of her Oprah Winfrey interview. Angered by the clamor of her critics, she intimated her desire was to break through the noise so people can see she is authentically trying to be herself. Puncturing that image, Greenidge sneaked one mocking anecdote into her article. As Meghan entered the house for the interview, the butler announced, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, to an empty room. Now, as usual, Meghan steered the interview into 2 familiar zones. First, her children. I hope they see the value of being brave, she said. Bravery, according to Meghan, was her children watching her cook when the jam was just on a pot of the stove bubbling. Secondly, she spoke about Harry. He loves me so boldly, fully. No one in the world loves me more than him. That endearment was followed by the revelation. You have to have someone who's just this childlike wonder and playfulness. Her only error, she admitted, was trying to be perfect. She said, that's not a lot of fun, not least because I get to make mistakes. They are not listed. Her mistakes, I mean. And in common with all of her other previous interviews, Meghan's moment was another step on the familiar treadmill to establish her relevance and importance. But in delivering her thoughts and childhood memories, Meghan once again revealed a lack of any substance. After
this bizarre thing was, we should read it one day. We should read it one day, Demon Dictator. Yeah, Del, she's coming. Maybe you can be her stylist. I want to read the bazaar.
After hours of interviews, even the favorably disposed Greenidge described a woman whose fame was entirely based on her marriage. Now, it was
no fame was totally based on your marriage. Without your connection to Harry do, you are nothing to do. I know. Let me see Harper's Bazaar. This bazaar. Okay, if somebody could find it for me. Okay, Meghan Markle. Found it. This ain't it. I would have to find it. I gotta find it. Yeah, but she is. It's gonna be a whole bunch of word salad and all that. But I would love to read it to you guys.
It's at this time that Meghan was trying to decide on the launch date for her Netflix trailer for her new series. And before announcing the Harper's interview, Meghan's publicist spotted Catherine, the Princess of Wales, would be attending the Royal Variety performance in London on November 19th. This would be a clash, okay? But perhaps also perfect timing for Meghan, because meeting her moment with Harper's Bazaar in the days before Christmas was going to be make or break. So if all of these carefully organized events fail to relaunch her in 2026, then the Sussex's future would be very bleak indeed.
It's bleak.
All right, you guys, that is the end of the Tom Bower information that was leaked out. If anything else comes out at all, please believe me, I will report on it. But right now, that's what we have. Now for Saturday, you guys, we're going to be covering the whole.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Sue Smith.
Regarding Andrew, I think he should be treated.
Okay, what else do I have in my repertoire? Okay, Meghan Markle whips Harry into paranoia. Let's see here.
Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, because it appears there are figures in the Home Office that were seeking to thwart his efforts to have armed royal protection here in the UK.
I was told by Jeffrey Epstein, Elena's waiting for you upstairs in the bedroom, and she.
Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, because it appears there are figures in the Home Office that were seeking to thwart his efforts to have armed royal protection here in the UK. Why is Harry so focused on having royal protection when he's in Britain, given the fact that he goes to Ukraine, which is at war, he goes to China, which is a totalitarian dictatorship, he goes to Mexico, goes to Africa, but for some reason when he's in Mayfair, it's cops.
Well, Meghan is obsessed with the fact that they're in danger. Her and her children are in danger. So Harry comes over and he's always said, I'll brave it on my own, but I would never put my wife and kids in danger. And I personally think she slightly holds it over him because she doesn't want to come over here because, well, she probably knows how the public would react if she came over. You know, she's not exactly the most popular person. But they have to come over next summer because the Invictus Games are coming over to Birmingham. So he's got to line this up in time for next summer. And I was told about 4 or 5 months ago that it was nailed on, this security. And the reason is because the police are saying, look, he really does have to have it because he has got real threats. There are real threats. They've seen the list. And apparently if you saw the list of threats against him, it would make your eyes bleed and you'd understand where he's coming from, according to his side of the argument. But the civil servants are now saying, it doesn't matter. It's a political hot potato. It would look dreadful to give him taxpayer security for the reasons you just said. He goes all over the world and he seems absolutely fine. And we certainly wouldn't want to pay for his security over in the States, given that he's shirking his duty, and he gave up being a working royal.
To what extent, notwithstanding the pressure from Meghan, and you've got the best sources and I trust your every word when it comes to these royal scoops, what about Harry himself? Is there an element that he wants to have an entourage when he comes to the UK? Is it a flex having the armed cops? Does it remind him that he's the king's son? Is there an element of ego involved in this?
That's very stupid. I think it probably is. I remember when he went to Clarence House last.
For Meghan, it is. She wants to flex. She wants to pretend. She's got it going on. She's got royal protection. She's got the real deal, thank you, meal security. That's what she wants. I don't think it's so much as Harry. I think it's Meghan because, she lied and brought in the fact that, it was because the color of Archie's skin that Archie wasn't going to get security. Stupid stuff. Does that make sense? Because Archie's going to be black, he wasn't going to get security. That was Meghan blackmailing the family. No, that is not true. He gets security, just like you do. You just don't get the kind you want. Yeah, I've moved on. The Commonwealth Games. Oh, I've never even heard of it. The love, there's some games going on. Jean says royal protection is what Howard would have used before he had the kids. Exactly. Before he had left, Jean, before he left the royal family. Exactly, Jean. The same protection. We're not going to give you protection, but we'll give you protection because you look white, Meghan. We're not going to give it to Archie because he's got too much black in him. That's that stupid stuff. It didn't make sense then, and it doesn't make sense now. It's becoming as big as Meghan's. His ego is really. I'm the son. I'm a public figure. Not over here in the United States, you're not. You're a civilian. Thank you, Snowdrop. Harper's Bazaar. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I pulled it up. Hold on. The Duchess of Sussex shares a pinboard collage of her cherished personal photos and scrappies. This oh, let's see if I can read it. What's on Duchess Meghan's mood board for 2025? While she just gives us a glimpse of her latest Instagram post. Okay, we're gonna read it.
September to visit his dad, and he did suddenly have the fleet of Range Rovers with the little discreet blue lights. And I just thought, I do remember thinking, I bet he's absolutely loving this. And I don't think it's just about jumping the lights at traffic jams. I think you're right. I think he wants to be reminded of his former status. What's happening in the US at the moment is that his status has completely dwindled to nothing, and even Netflix sources are saying they are, quote, done with Prince Harry. So there's just nothing left over there. And I think you're right. I think having the security makes him feel like he's someone again.
And do you think that he will prevail? Because clearly within the Home Office, they're picking up, they're sensing the political backlash that will happen if he gets his armed royal security, because my viewers and listeners will have to pay for it. My viewers and listeners, no doubt your readers at the Mail on Sunday will take the view, well, this guy chose not to be a frontline serving royal. And if you're not a frontline serving royal, then you cease to have the royal protection. If I cease to work for Talk, I don't get a work pass that gets me in the building anymore. Consequences.
Sense. Yeah, I think the civil servants are right to pick up on the mood of the nation. I just wonder whether we would regret it if something happened to him, because he was unbelievably stupid and talked about how many people he killed in Afghanistan, which is entirely his fault. But let's not forget, and I'm not, a defender of Prince Harry, but let's not forget his mother died in a car crash. He's completely paranoid. Meghan whips him up into further paranoia. But I have been told by sources close to Harry that there is this list of people who are really out to get him, two of which I think have been to prison and have now been re-released. And one woman actually came close to him twice recently when he was in the UK.
An alleged stalker.
An alleged stalker.
Who at one point reportedly turned up at the High Court where he's currently suing your paper.
Oh, yes. Well, I didn't actually know that, but I know that she came close to him at a radio station.
Reportedly in the gallery.
Oh, wow. Well, exactly. That must have made him extremely paranoid. And he did indeed burst into tears in the witness box at the end and sort of rushed off in a huff. When he went to the radio station, it fell to the security guard of the radio station to protect him from this woman. And then eventually his PR man came along, and he was army trained. And so he kind of protected Harry. But it is pretty basic levels of protection. If that woman had a knife or something, and we might feel guilty, even though the nation is hardly a fan of Prince Harry these days, if something bad happened to him. He is Diana's son. I think he probably should have it.
Well,
I'm going to get slammed for saying that.
You and I are in agreement on that, and I am a master of unpopular opinions.
Okay.
It's my speciality. Because I am no fan of Harry. Like you said, you're not a cheerleader for Harry, because I think he's been very hypocritical over the years and done untold damage to the royal family, arguably for money. But the threats, you don't need, and it's interesting, your well-placed source has said there is a list as long as your arm of tangible threats, and I don't doubt that's true. But even if there weren't, the threat is implicit, because he is the son of the King of the United States.
Happy Friday, insiders, to everyone but Meghan Markle, because the grift has just stepped up a notch. Just when you think she can't go lower, she does. I'll give her one thing. She's consistent, isn't she? You're guaranteed a clapback. You're guaranteed she is going to hide behind vulnerable children when she is in the middle of a PR storm. So let's recap. Tom Bower is their worst nightmare. He's going nowhere. The book's going straight in at number 1. And despite the fact some mainstream media, like ITV's Woke this morning, trying to belittle him and smear his name, it makes no difference. We love Tom Bower. We love the truth bombs he's dropping, and we are here for it. But Meghan Markle doesn't like this, does she? So, what does she do? Tries to distract. But this, in fact, is vile, because this woman, yet again, let's wheel out philanthropy, let's wheel out charity, and let's hide behind it. Now, as always, do your own research, come to your own conclusions, yada, yada, yada. Right, let's get down to it. Okay, so Meghan Markle, in amongst being publicly dumped by Netflix's Ted Sarandos, she's just clapped back, hasn't she? Thinks she can put a £3,000 Ralph Lauren dress on and come out like nothing's happened. Well, Pop It, we're just going to go through a few things. £3,000. I'm not being mean, it's a plain dress. Pretty sure you could get that in Primark for about 12 quid. It is so egotistical. Why do you need to spend £3,000 on a dress? You're there to promote yourself. And Ted Sarandos has done the most genius thing, because he's not going to release a statement about Meghan. Obviously, he doesn't want to look like he's pushing this agenda forwards. He doesn't want to be seen to be adding fuel to the fire. But what he's done is genius. That little unfollow on Instagram speaks volumes. It's like when you used to date someone and you'd get the unfollow, you're like, oh, it's really over, there's no going back. It's like the ultimate snub, isn't it? When you fall out with a friend and you're like, that's it, I'm unfollowing them.
Netflix unfollowed Meghan. Isn't that cruel? The cruelty of it all. They unfollowed her.
We are well and truly done. And that is what he's done, because he's not going to release a statement. He will use people to put a few source quotes out, but then they'll deny it on the record. But we can all see clearly. Ted, you made a big mistake. You should have never put yourself forwards to get markled. You did. You've got egg on your face, but you've got out. So well done.
You got markled.
Now, this event that Meghan has gone to, it's extraordinary. Let's share it to the stage. It's unbelievable. I've got so many things to say about this, okay? First of all, to anyone that's had children, how much did you hate people touching your bump? It literally made my skin crawl. Perhaps I'm on my own here. Perhaps people liked it. But it's not her baby in Kelly's tummy. What's she doing? This is the weirdest thing. I feel like this is the laugh we need after the week we've all had with King Charles just, I don't even know how we say it, being King Charles, and just tensions and stress in the world. At least we can guarantee that Meghan Markle shows up, riffs, and embarrasses herself on the world stage. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but I'm suffering from lack of sleep. I'm feeling a bit feisty today. But parading on a red carpet, touching someone's bump, it gives me the ick massively. And it's hiding, isn't it, behind children and vulnerable children. We'll come on to that bit in a minute. But I just wanted to alert you to the fact that I think Meghan Markle's had work done on her face.
This
my opinion, do your own research.
And maybe got on.
Looks very... Now, when you have Botox or filler, very, very prominent in celebrity circles, as we all know, you get that kind of wide awake look. And she looks very, very different, I think. I'm just putting it out there. Let me know if you think she's had some work done. But doesn't turn up, does she? And let her friend, who's getting the award, take center stage. No, she has to throw herself over this heavily pregnant woman and dominate, as she always does. And then we see the Daily Mail as saying she's got a £3,000 dress on. I'm pretty sure you could get a family holiday for £3,000. Doesn't live in the real world, this woman. I don't know how she's paying for it. Maybe Chucky Boy's paying for it for her, because her and Harry are not earning money. So not sure. Or maybe she borrowed it.
$3,000 for it.
I wanted to read this to you, okay? So, yet again, what do we see Meghan Markle do when the poo hits the fan, when she is really getting a lot of backlash? Oh yes, let's hide behind charity and philanthropy so people can't criticize me. I'm not buying it anymore. I'm sick and tired of celebrities and Meghan Markle in particular using charity, using philanthropy to try and appear as do-gooders. Do you know what? Give your own money, do it without the cameras, and then come back and we'll all have a conversation. Because I only see her turning up, wheeling out very poorly children in hospital with a full face of makeup, with the little mask on, having pictures. Oh, let's pop over to Jordan and, let's make sure there's the Press Association royal photographer with us for this. Oh, let's just make sure there's a branding board when we want to do something around poverty and food poverty. It's yuck. It's disgusting. And it's so beyond at this point. Just stop doing it. But you know what? The media needs to start calling people like Meghan Markle out. Really? So Kelly, her quote, okay, Meghan's childhood friend, she said, "We had no idea when we took him into the hospital that 12 hours later he would not make it. My 9-year-old son George died of COVID and viral meningitis." Well, there we go. We all feel bad, don't we? Obviously, what Kelly's been through is horrific. You can't imagine as a mother what that pain is. But Meghan Markle is grifting. She's attaching herself to Kelly to hijack this event, to try and spin the narrative, to try and distract, because Meghan Markle is getting it from all angles, because the truth is finally coming out. You don't go through that amount of PRs and come out unscathed. You don't get to treat people like Sophie from Sen to Bali and all of these other people that have got hideous stories about how they've been treated. You don't get to hide then behind a woman like Kelly, who has experienced the very worst trauma that anyone could imagine going through. And so she pops up onto the red carpet and wants to pose, wants to make it, this is Meghan I'm talking about, all about her. It's always about her. The late Queen was right. Meghan's way or no way.
That's a great idea.
We have seen this track record, which is like a train crash in slow motion. It's so predictable, everything she's going to do next. She thinks she can constantly turn up, deflect, lash out. It's always someone else's fault, but hide behind a cause whereby we feel sorry. Of course, we all feel empathy for Kelly. No one would want anyone to go through that. But this is Meghan hijacking her trauma. How about letting Kelly take center stage? Going in a strapless dress. You know you are going against the very dress code that you had to adhere to when you were part of the royal family. You know that that's quite a statement to make in a strapless £3,000 dress. So you want the attention on you, Meghan Markle, don't you? You don't really, I don't think, want the attention on Kelly. You just like to wheel people out when they benefit you. Now, the Alliance for Children's Rights, pretty sure if we asked Meghan Markle 3 things about them, she couldn't name these 3 things, or even 1 thing. So this is a non-profit legal service organisation based in Los Angeles that aims to protect the rights of impoverished, abused and neglected children. So the deluded Duchess thinks it's acceptable after endorsing Balenciaga. And I am never letting this go with Balenciaga. I'm outraged. There's not more outrage about it. So ultimately, she is endorsing a brand that is endorsing child sexualization, putting children at risk is what Balenciaga did. But now you want to pretend you care about abused children. I don't think so, Poppet. But you know what? This year is going to go from bad to worse for Meghan Markle. There is no PR that can turn this around for her. I've got a big
There is no PR that's going to be able to turn this around for her. She's not going to be able to fix her reputation. She's not going to be able to get a new brand, and all of a sudden, boom, there she is. They love her just like they loved her when she first stepped on the scene. She'll never have that popularity ever again. She messed herself up and continues to mess herself up. You didn't go visit your father. You didn't give him a call. You didn't reach out to him. You didn't go see if he was okay. And now you want us to see that you're running to the hospital, looking at amputees' legs, pretending like you care. And it's pathetic. We know that you don't care. We know that you show up for a photo op. We know that you show up for PR moments. We know that you're a big fake-a-do. And it's annoying. You're predictable. It's like it's never going to get better for you. It's always going to stay either it's going to go down like it's going down or just stay the same. But either way it go, she's in some serious, serious trouble. Her Instagram is flat as a pancake. The only thing she got on there is that twerking video, and I know y'all tired of watching that. Y'all want to see the twerking video? Come on. Look at her all over this lady. Here's the dress. Here's the $3,000. I don't like it. It's something about the waist that is giving me ugly. Yeah, I don't like it. It's a plain. I like the black dress. I like the black dress. And I don't know why she is all over her baby. Why? Why are you all over her baby? Hold on, guys. What's going on with Instagram? Okay, let's go here. Let's work and do it. Is this the twerk one? I feel like this is it. I missed, where is the twerk-a-do? Twerk-a-do, there it is. I knew you were close. Making a fool out of yourself. Ain't no baby in there. No, there's no baby in there. That's gonna be a no. Work it, own it, own it. Exactly. It's not about how much it costs. Look how low she going. Just nasty. And then gonna show us the video. Hi, Pickles. Yeah, I didn't care for it. It looks fake-a-doo. No, and she has no ass either. Meghan doesn't have a butt. It is unusual. It is unusual. No, she didn't. You're right. She didn't let nobody touch that moon bump. Girl, you know she won't want to stay in the master bedroom. Look at his butt. Right, Jean. No, she wasn't pregnant. That looked weird. That's when everybody was questioning it. Look. Oh. I like that. Del Lavaz. Look. I need to put this as my backdrop.
Truth bomb coming this weekend about how she is playing her team. Tom Bower's book is the Andrew Loney of books. It is going to continue to gain momentum. And let me tell you this, Harry and Meghan will be panicking because it's only a matter of months before they are due to come back to the UK for Ingrifftus, as I've renamed it. So they're desperate to be seen as philanthropists.
First, we have got to talk about this new Variety hit piece on Meghan and Harry. The headline, Inside Meghan and Harry's Falling Out with Netflix and Why the Royal Couple is Struggling. And I mean, get with it, Variety. They've been struggling for a long time. Reading from Matt Donnelly's piece published on March 17th, the Sussexes' perceived, that must have been a lawyer's note, because it's a pattern of selling repackaged versions of the same story about their exit from royal life has exhausted Netflix. Quote, the mood in the building is, we're done, one Netflix insider tells Variety. Their bedside manner, meaning Harry and Meghan, has ruffled feathers in meetings. Meghan is said to, when she's on a Zoom meeting with Netflix execs, if something offends her or someone says something that meets with her displeasure, she just gets up and walks off. And she doesn't return for lengthy bouts of time. Continuing from the Variety piece, Rob, 3 insiders say Netflix chief Ted Sarandos is fed up with the pair, who, per 2 sources, have been known to text directly with the co-CEO about their projects, as do many A-listers who work with the streamer. Rob, first of all, I want to ask you this. Is it really that common for talent to text with Ted Sarandos, one of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry, directly? I feel like this is just me, but I feel like this piece is trying to make that sound normal, because we've all wondered why exactly Ted Sarandos has kept the malignant cultural cancer that is Meghan Markle around for so long.
I think he's finally had enough of Meghan and Harry, which is why this piece finally was put out there. I knew Variety was working on this. I've known for about 2 weeks, and just to pull back the curtain a little bit, I think it's fun to listen to media insiders. The sources that I have at Netflix, I've been talking to, and they've told me, 2 of them told me, we've been getting a lot of calls from Variety. We feel like Variety is going to be working on this big piece. So the sources I speak to, the ones that Variety speak to, are really, really good sources. Let me answer your question though. It is only insecure, it is only amateur talent that has to go right to the very top. This doesn't just exist in celebrity. It's like the person that walks into the bank and has to speak to the bank manager to make the deposit.
No, I think it would be like, let me speak to the president and CEO. Hi, JP Morgan Chase, get me Jamie Dimon on the phone, you know?
Yeah. Barbara Streisand did this when she didn't like how Siri was pronouncing her name. She called the head of Apple, or like she did, and they fixed it. And so this is such a Karen move. This is such a do you know who I am type of move. This is such a diva move that I'm not at all surprised that Meghan pulled it. But there are thousands of people that work for Netflix who are there to solve problems on all of Meghan's projects. She was given a point person, a really talented point person, somebody whose name is point person. Call that person. Meghan won't deal with that. She won't deal with anybody who isn't at the very, very top. And that's sort of a failing, I think, on her. That tells you more about her than anybody else. But just a little bit of interesting news just to show you how petty and how mean this has got. Ted just unfollowed Meghan on Instagram.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm. Just happened.
We're all 13-year-old girls at heart, are we not? You know, this is incredible too, by the way, you mentioning the point person that Meghan had. First of all, when you have issues like that, people like Meghan Markle, there's an apparatus around you and an apparatus around Netflix and a way of doing things. You know, your agent or your point person says, hey, we're having a bit of difficulty here. They bad cop, so you can always be good cop. And that point person, by the by, I believe Meghan had deputized to deal with the fallout over telling her father with his freshly amputated leg at Christmas time to fuck off. She had a holiday Netflix special to promote. You know, like she's not in her right mind. So then the next piece of like just juicy meat on this bone from Variety, quoting from the piece, 2 sources insist that Sarandos recently said he would not sit for a call with Meghan Markle unless a lawyer was present on the line. Again, these look like legal notes to me in this piece. The sources were unclear if Sarandos was serious or joking. A Netflix spokesperson says it's absolutely inaccurate. But I can tell you as a reporter, as a longtime journalist, when you front load a graph with that detail, and then you back end that graph with denials and obfuscations, it's usually the top part that everyone knows is true.
You're absolutely right. A little hint here to the troublemakers. If on one of my Substack stories you see the word reportedly, that's legalese. That's a lawyer that's told me to put that in. If I say someone is acting erratic, that's a legal word for
code for drugs.
They're on drugs. So like, if somebody's erratic, these are just little winks that we do all the time in the media. I loved reading the story. To me, it felt as if they got it. They got this story. The details were delicious. It got watered down a little bit by lawyers, but I think that's worth doing to get it out there. It's a great story. We know where the truth lies on this. And then today, to have Ted unfollow her and unfollow her projects, that's sort of exciting too. But there's something about these 2 and lawyers. We know that Harry is very litigious. He's gone after British organizations. They've threatened American news organizations too. This is their ammo. This is what they do. And so my reporting now is that Netflix needs maybe not be careful, but I think they're probably predicting this is going to happen, that I will not be at all surprised if Harry and Meghan now consider legal implications, legal responses to Netflix. My sources were telling me, Maureen, that they believe Netflix is in breach of contract. Not quite sure how or where. There's also too a disparity.
They're considering legal action against Netflix. Okay, Demon Dictator. Should we read the bizarre thing?
Clause in the contracts that they wouldn't say mean things about each other. And so far, Harry and Meghan have not said much about Netflix, but they believe Netflix are behind these leaks. This is what they accused Victoria and David Beckham of doing. Remember when they fired for Beckhams and it was because they thought Victoria was leaking? So I think they're building a case here. So I think Ted is very smart. Don't get on the phone with Meghan unless you've got your lawyers with you, because she's going to come after you. She's going to find a way to make this Netflix problem rather than a problem of the content she was providing.
If only these two had actual talent, they wouldn't get themselves out of bed in the morning and feeling alive by launching lawsuits hither and yon. I mean, Rob, when will entertainment see?
They're launching lawsuits. They're going to launch a lawsuit against Netflix here and breach a contract. You didn't deliver, honey baby. Deliver. You didn't deliver the goody doos. Okay, guys, we're getting to the end of this. It's 2 hours. What do you want to see? There's a video that Dale and Demon Dictator did, or I can read the bizarre situation. It's called Throwback.
Happy Friday, insiders, to everyone but Meghan Markle, because the grift has just stepped up a notch. Just when you think she can't go lower, she does. I'll give her one thing. She's consistent, isn't she? You're guaranteed a clapback. You're guaranteed she is going to...
After months of trying to block the body cam video, Justin Timberlake's DWI has been released. So let's get into it.
You guys, please just do me a favor because you loved Bye 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 or like Sexy Back. Like, give me one, babe.
And then just walk. Sorry, I've never done this, so I'm just.
Let's talk about the real reason why Justin Timberlake did not want the world to see his arrest body cam footage, because he and his lawyers have been working so hard to try to block the release of this body cam, but the judge dismissed them. So now the world gets to see how much of a coward Justin was during his arrest.
By the way, these are like really hard tests.
It's almost been 2 years since Justin was charged with a DWI after leaving a hotel and restaurant on June 18th, 2024. Justin Timberlake was initially charged with 1 count of driving while intoxicated and 2 citations, one for running a stop sign and another for failure to keep in the lane. Now, Justin's lawyer, Edward, claims that Justin was not intoxicated, but you guys will see in this body cam footage that it was clear that he was. What's really refreshing about this body cam footage is that the police officer was not aware of who Justin Timberlake was at first. He was explaining that he was just trying to get back to his friend's house, that he's got this tour, this world tour, but it's not clicking to the officer who's young, he's new to the force, and he probably doesn't really care about Justin Timberlake's music. Pay attention to the look on Justin's face whenever the cop begins to speak to him.
So the reason for the stops is because you're veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
I just a rental.
It's a rental? Okay. Do you have any registration with it? Do you know if they can put it in the glove box?
Let me check.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain. A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Do you have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
That officer did not care about any world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake. This person quotes him. Okay, and did he expect to just get away with anything because he's famous? This level of privilege disgusts me, which I agree. It kind of seems like he was surprised that he had to explain himself. He probably hasn't had to explain what he does in a while, which is a very humbling experience. Almost as humbling as it was to watch him fail the sobriety test.
Okay, so left foot on the line. Left foot on the line first. And then you're going to put your right foot in front of your left. Foot in front of your left, heel to toe.
Here?
Okay, so we're going to put our left foot on the line first. Put your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe. And you can stay just like that, okay?
Even with all those years of choreography, he could not figure out how to walk into a straight line. And you'd hope that this experience is a learning experience for Justin Timberlake, because he's probably had a few of these. It almost seems like he's had this kind of interaction in the past, but was probably let go. You'll see in these next clips that Justin starts to speak to the officer, saying things like, these tests are hard tests, and that his heart is racing. Well, if he wasn't doing anything wrong, his heart shouldn't be racing. He just knows that he's guilty and that this is going to make headlines the next morning.
By the way, these are like really hard tests.
While you're doing this, you're going to look down at your toes.
Guys, I'm just following my friends back to my house. I'm not doing anything. I'm just following my friends back to my house.
Will you do this test?
Sure.
Okay. Like I explained, it's been 9 heel-toe steps.
Sorry, I've never done this, so I'm just.
It's gonna be arms by your side, just like that, while you're doing it.
And then just walk. I'm sorry.
Here, ready?
I'm a little nervous.
Left, right foot in front. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. You gotta take your start, okay?
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
No, I want to make sure. We want to make sure you do this right.
9 7/4.
I hope wherever Britney Spears is today that she gets to see that clip of him being handcuffed. This person on Reddit says, I can't understand. I mean, he doesn't have an enormous amount of wealth, but he's got enough to go and hire a driver on the daily easily. So why is he just driving himself when he's getting effed up and he knows it? This person says that maybe he likes the thrill of it, like speeding and drinking and driving. I love that the cop either didn't know who he was or didn't give a crap. Not a fan of a roadside test though. Both my knees got destroyed when I was a teenager, so I can't heel toe at all, which God, I'll never have to do that because I'll never get behind the wheel drinking. But honestly, the best part of this entire body cam footage is when Estee Stanley walks in. At first I was like, wait, is this like another woman? Like, who was he hanging out with? But she is a celebrity interior designer. She is married, and it looks like she was the one that Justin was getting drunk with. And she comes into the situation trying to save the day and trying to convince the officers to let him go.
How are you related? Friends?
Friends, obviously.
Okay, if he's okay.
You'll see Estee was shocked when the officer said that he was driving drunk, that he failed every single test, that he's not letting him out of his custody. Clearly in this situation, Estee's another enabler because she was with him at this hotel, at the restaurant, drinking these martinis. She knew exactly how much he consumed.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're doing a couple tests on him, okay?
Help us.
No, Michelle, I didn't see that.
You need help?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. We're just doing a couple tests on him. I need you to hang it over here just so you don't interfere with him, okay?
Everything okay?
Yeah, we should do a couple tests on him, make sure he's okay to drive as well.
If not, we can have someone drive him.
Right, gotcha. We have to make sure that your friend here is okay to drive.
Can I just drive?
Well, he was already operating the vehicle, so we need to make sure that he's okay. He wasn't operating the vehicle under any kind of.
Got it.
That's all. If he's all good.
Can I charge my phone? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can go into the vehicle. Okay,
thanks.
Point, he's coming with us. Okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, why?
He's arrested for intoxicated.
Stop it.
DWI. Yes.
No way. Don't say it.
Yes. Come back with us. Okay. So you look like you're okay to drive. Okay. I don't see any. Your eyes look perfectly fine. Your speech isn't slurred.
You're
you're
arresting Justin right now?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yes.
What?
He was driving drunk.
He wasn't.
He failed every single one of our tests.
Definitely an enabler. The officer told her that Justin was drunk. She said, no, he's not. And then he told her that he had failed every test. So yeah, he is. And at one point, she, Estee, decided to go and ask the officers for a favor, stating, oh, can you please just do me a favor this one time and let him go? Because he loved the songs Bye 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 or Sexy Back. And again, this officer is new to the force, and it's been some time since that music has come out. They're probably aware of it, but do they care enough to go and allow him to get away with drinking and driving? I don't think so.
Is there anything for the morning?
Unfortunately,
and then he'll be released.
What happened?
I stopped him based on observations.
What was he doing? Tell me what happened.
He was unable to maintain his lane, but I'm not going to continue. We're going to get him back.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No, not anymore.
Please help me.
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
this
Can
is the registration of the vehicle. Just make sure it stays with the vehicle, okay?
I have his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys please just do me a favor because you loved Bye 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 or
I'm
like
happy.
Sexy Back?
So
Like, do me one favor. Let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah.
This is insane.
So it's not going to be a long thing. I'll let you walk up real quick.
Please. Help. Okay.
Take a breath.
I'll let you walk up real quick, but that's me, okay?
She was almost making the situation worse. Did she really say bye 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 and Sexy Back? LOL. She was so embarrassing. No wonder he didn't want this released. She definitely was more intoxicated than he was, and they treated her like royalty when she should have been breathalyzed and handcuffed along with them. Girl seemed more intoxicated than he was. Another person says that Justin is obviously drunk as hell, and his friend didn't do him any favors with her constant blabbering. Remember when she told the officers, like, wait, could we have someone drive him back? Well, you should have done that in the first place. Yeah, and she was clearly drunk too, and had admitted to having one glass of wine while she's chomping away on gum and slurring her words and acting weird as hell. And the cops were like, yep, no sign of drinking here. Here's the keys, and let her drive away in his car. There was a moment where Estee was begging the cops to go and allow her to talk to Justin because she wanted to figure out what to do with his phone. And when she got to Justin, she tried one last time to... Beyonce's mother is in hot water after Tina Knowles' gumbo shop was shut down by the health department. Jennifer Lopez is being questioned after fans are concerned about her son's health. Kim Kardashian is battling the drunken allegations after stumbling her way past fellow celebrities. And now Shia LaBeouf is in Italy for his dad's baptism, but he's spending his time there barely dressed, harassing people in his underwear.
Wow.
So let's get into it.
Okay, guys, here we go. I have that to show you, or we'll shut it down. I don't have anything else. And I don't want to read the bizarre thing. I do want to read it, but I'm not reading it today. How about we shut it down? Let me know. All right, we're going to come back. All righty, do. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going into movies at 7, so I kind of want to relax a little bit. Okay. Love you guys. Wonderful, wonderful time. We went over everything. Kisses. Have a wonderful night. What's coming up is the bizarre video. I'm gonna read that. I have that up. And then we have a video, a throwback video that we're going to be showing. Let me give you a preview. Hold on.
After months of trying to block a body cam video, Justin Timberlake's DWI.
Happy Friday, insiders, to everyone but Meghan Markle, because the grift has just stepped up a notch. Just when you think
Where did it
she
go?
can't go lower, she does. I'll give her one thing. She's consistent, isn't she? You're guaranteed a clapback. You're guaranteed she is going to hide behind vulnerable children when she is in the middle of a PR storm. So let's recap. Tom Bauer is their worst nightmare. He's going nowhere. The book's going straight in at #1. And despite the fact some mainstream media, like ITV's Woke this morning, trying to belittle him and
Regarding Andrew, I think he should be treated like everybody else. If this was like your next door neighbour and you found out that he'd been messing about and sexually assaulting girls, despite the fact that he denies it, he would be hung, drawn and quartered. So why shouldn't Andrew be hung, drawn and quartered? You know, at the end of the day, you know, he's abused his position, he's brought disrepute on the royal family. And let's face it, when he goes to prison, he'll be in a nice little private sector. He won't be, like if I did anything, I'd be put in with general population, you know, and God knows what would happen to me. But he won't, he'll be protected all the time. So, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander in my eyes.
Thank you for that, Pete. And you're, of course, right to stress that Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor denies all allegations that face him. But I take your point. It's very considered. Sean in Gloucester, top of the morning, Mark. I'm totally convinced that Keith Stalin has lied to Trump over the Chagos Islands and is doing everything he can to destroy any relationship that we have with the US by denying permission to use our bases. I used to think he was useless. Now I think he's dangerous, says Sean. Sharon, good morning, Mark. I love the shirt this morning. Well, if you don't know what I'm wearing, why don't you head over to YouTube, search Talk, watch the live thing, and up we pop. Sharon says he has not paid the price, and
in a
Yes. Let's watch it. Go for it. Think of the dance in the delivery suit. We're gonna watch it together and we're gonna break it down together, PCE, because I haven't seen it yet. Okay, this is the video we're gonna be watching. Let's go. With dictator. Help us. It looks so fake. OMG. Hello, dictator.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my God.
And now, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Twitter, X, YouTube has gone nuts over this. Everybody's out today. Everyone's up. Videos are up. Everyone's up. Oh my God.
Everybody's up.
This has caused carnage today.
Oh my God. She looks like she's not pregnant. That's
She
how
looks-
Alex looks.
She looks cray-cray, man. She doesn't look not pregnant. She looks crazy.
She does look crazy. The little bit that I've seen her dancing and she's about to deliver.
Yeah, but look at the baby bump. It's like she's got pillows. It's got all wrinkles and lumps and bumps.
Yes. Yes. Let's watch it.
Go for it.
Okay, so this is what we're going to come back and watch tomorrow, guys. I'm out of here. Love you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm having either a hot flash or something. But love you guys. I know. I liked it. Then. Thank you, Snowdrop. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you soon.